Anyways, I've been seeing people react to Shoe0nHead for a bit. I haven't. For the longest time, I don't remember if I was subscribed or not. I would often just look them up. So that's the thing. I just subscribed to them a little while ago, and I was like, man, I forgot that, she's pretty funny for a lady. I say that knowing full well there are funny ladies in my life, but I mean, like, as far as internet personalities go that are specifically, they say that they're like entertainment based. There's a lot of ladies who think that just insulting people is funny. That is not the case. There's a different nuance there to be, give me a good dad joke, and that's funny to me. There you go.
Men, what do they want?
There you go.
Money, status,
that should be good now.
Expensive cars. What is the ultimate male fantasy? Is it fame, fortune, 3 hot chicks at once? Hell yeah, brother. No.
Actually, no. Actually, while that's a fantasy, it is nothing but a fantasy. I've said this before many times. More than one person seems like a lot of work. What is even going on? I don't know. What is going on, James?
Oh, according to men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
That seems like a good anime. What is this anime? Is it a movie? Is it a movie anime? I love that. Because the last one I saw was, like, I think Your Name. That shit was sad.
This is literally just a fetish.
How? What the fuck? How is it a fetish? Hello?
I fucking hate men so much.
Okay.
Men are why we can't have nice things.
What does this have to do with anything? I cannot wait how this video progresses. What are you talking about?
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter, where I saw this post. A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish.
I need to write that the fuck down. Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish. Let me write that the fuck down. Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish. Made in 2020? Damn, I am late to the ball game. Okay, well, that's going to be a search that I made. Okay.
A movie about a college student who's assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler, eventually they fall in love.
It's a love story. Don't we all just love a good love story?
Oh, before you leave, can you turn that document into a PDF for me? Thanks.
Many men were
a document into a PDF. First of all, stupid ass messaging. That's easy to do. Just upload it to Google and make it a PDF. Yay.
posting in the replies of this tweet and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this. While many others, mostly women, were absolutely fucking disgusted at this. Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair? Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right? Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that clip and this movie.
Okay, let me do a couple predictions here. Just from what we've already seen, I can say that they're going to think that it's because she's in a wheelchair, she can't get away. It's a reliability issue. Like, you're like, oh, they rely on the guy too much. You can't have a girl boss or whatever moment. Or it's just because it's ableist. Or it's ableist. I'm thinking that last one probably more than anything else. I think it's that last one more than anything else. It's fucking ableist. People are like, it's because she's in a wheelchair that it's a fetish thing. Dude, if your fetish is cripples, you got more problems than the fact you're searching for dates at, like, the geriatric center or, like, the wheelchair rental store. You got problems. Okay. Oh, fuck. My nose. Ow.
And why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets, as usual, to get to the bottom of why such a wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war. Men versus women,
Gender war.
women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy women?
I do not have a preference, I've noticed. There's a point where it crosses the line, right? So I don't have a preference. As long as everything's proportional,
Brunettes or blondes? Do women
Doesn't matter.
like dad bods or fit men? Do they like beards or clean shaven? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Instant Shaving. You ever just accept that something in the ad, right? Now let's get back to the video. Now, I am not an anime connoisseur. In fact, I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists. Yeah, hi. I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in order to advance the plot?
Absolutely it was. It makes people listen. Actually, there has been... Here's a crazy thing. Here's a crazy thing about upskirt shots. Don't they make you pay attention? It's really crazy that they make you pay attention, and then after they make you pay attention, you're just like, oh, now the confession's happening. They like clue you in on some shit. It's always like that. Pay attention to that shit. Where they make the upskirt shot, they do a weird like scene, and then the fucking next scene is like, okay, let's get down to business. This is where something happens, and this something cool guy is gonna go take this and that. It's every single time, without fail too. Crazy.
I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid.
Based?
And a few years ago, I watched Beastars on Netflix.
Haven't watched that one.
Best Boy. Not a furry, by the way.
Not a furry. Watches a furry anime.
Honestly, that's about it for my anime consumption. Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime.
Jesus. Do I count as anime? And am I an anime ghost emotion man? Oh fuck. Well, I'm uploading this to YouTube. Hey, Shoe. Boo. You are the anime? I am the hentai protagonist with my hands. That's for sure. Okay.
But because of this clip going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend...
Oh, goated. Okay, cool. I know what to watch now.
watching it. I thought it was a really cute, good story. I only cried a little bit, and I completely understood what the tweet meant by...
Oh yeah, solve this debate, kick what? If it's boobs or butts, you're gonna lose to me, because I really prefer...
by calling it the average male fantasy. So, what was wrong with it? Why did this clip go so viral in such a negative way? Why were thousands of people angry at this post? Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these angry replies to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we?
What's the issue? What's the
It's
issue?
male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him.
I fucking clocked that shit. It was because the girl is in the wheel to control. I feel like I know people way too well. I know how rage works.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god. Why? Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted.
Perverted?
Where are these fan fictions coming from?
The internet.
There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy, together? I know, unheard of. Why did they see...
Unheard of? What are you, an American couple in the 90s?
that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like, as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy. And
I'd imagine so. I'd imagine you'd be very frustrated being put... Because I could probably guess the trail of topics, right? The trail of topics probably could be, hey, I recently got messed up. I needed a surgery. Turns out the surgery, while it did help my pain, fucked. I'm still fucked. I can't do shit, so I'm permanently in a wheelchair, and I gotta get somebody to take care of me. Oops, Hallmark episode. We are now in love with our caretaker. I think that would be it.
And she's absolutely not portrayed as some like vulnerable ooh-woo sex doll waifu. She's
sex doll waifu is the most accurate of terms. I hate the sex doll waifu trope. It's actually stupid because they make them okay. If they make them competent, then it's fine because it's a smart lady that just happens to be hot. But if it's a big lady that's stupid, has big boobs, that is just a fetish, right? Be like, oh, it's an easy picking. Oh fuck! Oh, this thing fell. Funny thing is, the ones commenting that are most perverted because they think that way. I'm almost certain that they do. Almost certainly, right? Like the thoughts going through those heads are just a weird one. Right.
Boisterous. She kind of has a foul mouth. She's very sassy and
foul mouth, sign me the fuck up. I hate. Okay, this is a side tangent. I don't like women that hold their tongues. I really don't. Tell me that shit. All right. I think that's one of the reasons that me and Billy get along because she just tells that shit. Also, she's very impulsive in the way she talks. She has zero fucks to give 75% of the time. The other 25%, she's actually quite reserved. But for the leeward 75%, she will just tell you what the fuck is going on, which I appreciate. Very awesome person for that reason. But yeah. They could see a picture of Venus Flytrap and ask, what that mouth do? What that mouth do? Eats flies alive.
And headstrong. She like straight up calls him her servant, but she was also very depressed. She basically never left her house. She was basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media, but they actually show her disability like not in a good way. Like they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike
that's crazy though. I have to watch it obviously because that is it available on like Amazon? It is available on Amazon. Oh, it's just available on Amazon. Like, oh, it's a premium subscription. You have to like. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I have to rent it for $4. Okay, a $4 rental, not that bad. Belle Delphine.
like
I don't know.
lot of movies,
I don't know, Melon.
A lot of romance movies.
Also, hi.
It's like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead. He's already got his shit together, and she learns to live life from him.
That's an interesting one. Okay.
He encourages her to live her dreams, and in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way. And I thought that was really cool and sweet. Also, the animation was really good.
The animation did look good, didn't it? It did look good. I mean, obviously, a minute 30 clip is not going to do the entire movie justice, but I absolutely will watch that movie. That's a server watch, by the way. I'm definitely going to do that. I think maybe Friday. Absolutely. I'm going to be joining and doing that. Hey, it might be the thicker eyeliner. Yeah, Belle Delphine did have a thick eyeliner when she started, didn't she? Also, crazy bringing up early Belle Delphine. Freaking crazy. That was of all the creators, Belle Delphine is the one you picked, huh?
Is anime good? Have I been sleeping on anime?
Yes. If you like anime that's like that, you really like Slice of Life. Slice of Life is pretty good, guys. It doesn't have to be all Shoto or all Jump. You can enjoy slice of life and romance animes. You don't have to be watching the equivalent of Goku fight the equivalent of Frieza. It doesn't have to be that way.
This entire time, his fantasy is that she becomes permanently disabled and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich. Sounds about right.
God, what stick did they push up your ass? Holy shit!
Right. Oh my god. After watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane. But even putting the movie aside, just seeing that like cute montage out of context, where the fuck are they getting this?
I don't know.
These are very clearly just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this.
Which is weird because the average male wouldn't do half the shit these people are worried about. Like, I guarantee you that the average male will not do the things that they're saying. You're looking at, like, let's be very honest, like 10%, right? Like 10%, if at most, do the shit that these people are thinking about. All right? If not, then when you look up your local sex attackers on your fucking little GPS thingy, because they have to report where they live, it'd be half the United States. The average male fantasy being happy? Nah. Being a disgusting perv? Totally. I mean, those two can exist together. Okay. Excluding Villy, right? I know a bunch of people who are happy together that are also big perverts. I know, I guess I knew people that were in a polyamorous relationship. They tried to rope me in, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I would die. I think I told James about this, but there was calling them out. I didn't call anybody out, all right? Plus, they know. Who are they to tell us that no, they in fact are not perverted? You know, videos like this are just clickbait. They say stuff to spark debate just to get using money. I know.
These people can't see any humanity in men. They can't see any humanity in humanity in general. Average male fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance. Sounds about right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women. Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse however they want. Got it.
Jesus, what is with these people? Go do something. Go get a hobby. Jesus, what are these mentalities?
Not to be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled here is a little, dare I say, ableist?
That is ableist, isn't it? I guarantee you, she's a pervert. Look at that face. And the thing she says, to think of those things, she has to think of them, lol. I mean, this one, or the ones that are on Twitter that she's reading.
The implication here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do,
both
who loves
possibly
them literally just loves them because they can't run away. Weird. Average men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle a disabled person as their lover?
Again, the generalization of average man. Again, who the fuck slapped them?
Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal? These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat?
Who's fucking chat right now? You're on YouTube.
Chat? I don't even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled, blind, so I showed this to my boyfriend. He says, I love you because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places?
Oh, it's Mia!
Cleaning. I would.
Oh, yeah. She's like blind.
have done that anyway. Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you. Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mia. I don't know who that comment came out of nowhere and I was not expecting it.
Sorry you had to find out this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people. No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled.
Your meds, schizo.
Well, hold on, wait a second. You show this fantasy as a fantasy. It's not true. The majority, again, it's fucking, this generalization needs to stop. You need to stop generalizing, all right? Stop generalizing people.
Disabled people. No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and
abusing women and the disabled. God, this person is weird.
Abusing women and the disabled.
Your meds, schizo.
You don't even know that fucking guy. What do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled?
Stop. Oh yeah, it's just a random conversation on the internet. What'd you think was gonna happen, Shoe? They don't care. They don't care. I wonder if she thinks disabled people can't be abusers. I think that's what they think, but there are too many cases where the disabled mother handles everything poorly.
Disabled. Bitch, who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
The majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers. That is a very, very small minority of men.
Like I said, 10% or less. I cannot stress to you enough. It's not a lot of people. Not a lot of dudes out here punching people in wheelchairs. Can't believe that has to be a sentence that I say.
The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out.
Which will never, I mean, to be fair, it's almost out, guys. Can you believe it? No, it won't come out. Not soon.
That is the majority of men.
Also, we wait for it to come out. I'm not going to play it. Take-Two can go fucking eat a dick.
Men commit 95% of all rape, but okay.
Sure.
Barging into the romance section of Barnes & Noble like, attention everyone! Rape! Where is that coming from? So close, this is fetish content. Ah yes, the dirtiest, most taboo of all fetishes. A happy relationship.
You know what? At this point, it might be a fetish. Of mine, if nobody else's. Of just me.
Honestly, in 2025, that might be true.
Oh, fuck it. Fucking... Gee, I got clocked. I got by somebody in the past. Fuck you, Jew.
Kids, you sick fuck. But this is literally just a perverted fantasy, LMAO. You think it's a perverted fantasy?
For what reason? There is no... Cite your fucking sources. Why is it a fantasy? Give me a detailed explanation. Why? Everyone just says, oh, it's a perverted fantasy. Why is it perverted? Why is it a perverted fantasy?
Because... how do I put this nicely? You are a pervert. Literally seeing a cute montage of a male and female character having fun together, being in love together, and being like, rape! He's a rapist!
Damn. Hey, the desk did nothing to you. Quit hitting the desk.
This is a fetish!
Hey, the desk!
Are these people okay?
No.
Stop watching porn. Wait, this is a woman. Okay, stop reading Taken by the...
Women can watch porn too, all right? Every single one of the ladies I've known has just admitted to me that they flick the bean to the gosh darn videos, all right? They do it. No one is safe. You're not wrong. Women mostly read the literaries, the cliterature. But yeah.
Werewolf billionaire. Or whatever the fuck you read. I swear to God, some of the shit women read would make the most depraved internet gooner blush.
Oh, bruh. Can I read some of that material so I can get inspiration for some of his stories? I feel like doing that. Even though I know for a fact it's just material, I will take notes in the margins.
Or so I've been told.
Or so you've been told. Shoe tailing on herself. Naughty Shoe.
This is literally just a fetish. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna pretend there's nobody out there who's like, she can't run away, she has no legs.
She has no legs, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. She has no legs, it's a crazy statement.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend there's nobody out there who has a crippled, disabled fetish, okay? I've been on the internet for 20 years. I've been on DeviantArt. I've seen shit you wouldn't believe. But the majority
DeviantArt is crazy. You can look up basically any type of art. Somebody's mind has made it.
of people, probably most, if not all the people responding to this, do not have a cripple fetish, okay?
I mean, it seems a little rough to be into disabled people like that. Oh, on DeviantArt, she's a perv confirmed. I mean, her? Didn't she just say it like 3 times that she was a perv? She's just trying to coyly go around the subject.
Okay? In fact, her being in a wheelchair basically has nothing to do with it. Much like how females coom over, like, vampires or, like I said before, the billionaire werewolf fantasy. This is just the average male fantasy distilled down to its most extreme. So what is the average male fantasy? The average male fantasy is the fantasy of both men and women alike. It is simply to love and to be loved. But more specifically, the male fantasy is to be a protector and a provider for those that they love. Put a pin in this because we are going to come back to this in a big way, trust me. The average male fantasy is being a globally known terrorist.
Where is that coming from? Hello?
The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat.
I mean, that's a preference. I know many guys who don't. Also dumb. There's many fetishes that are used to sexual stuff. Doesn't make them bad or abusers. Let's say, I don't know. Abuse people? She cray. A lot of these people are. A lot of these people are definitely crazy.
The average male fantasy is actually job security. You know what? These guys may have a point here. He is being a globally known terrorist. The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat.
Is that a woman?
The average male fantasy is actually job security.
That is low and overweight women dominate the world. I mean, find me a person who likes Lizzo. All right?
Security.
Actually, dude, honestly, fair.
You know what? These guys may have a point here. Pedophile alert. Men want
Ew.
disabled child wives.
Oh, is it because she's flat-chested? Oh, let me look at this cover again. Yeah, it's because she's flat-chested. Oh, grow up. Oh my god.
Average male fantasy is a disabled child. More proof that men are pedos. That's a little girl. This is weird.
It's not.
First of all, she's literally older than the guy. The guy is 22 and she is 24.
Wow. Hey, clocked. Shut the fuck up with this she's underage bullshit. Number was molested as a child. She asked no questions.
In anime years, he is practically hag maxing.
Dude, there's so many people that on this Twitter thread that just don't know how. Like, dude, just take the clip for what it is. Don't look into it.
Yes, she may be physically disabled, but aren't all men mentally disabled in their own special way? At least the ones in my audience. They will freely admit this. Maybe she, the older woman,
So?
taking advantage of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an 11-year-old child. Where are her breasts?
That's such a weird way to say that because that makes you sound like a creep. real bad. Who does? Okay, she blocks out the names, right?
Immigration is complicated.
Oh, fuck you.
Freely admit this. Maybe she, the older woman,
Okay, I think I went back too far.
of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an 11-year-old child. Where are her breasts?
Yeah. So this right here, she blocks out the names of who are responding. Dude, this is such a weird comment to make on a thread like that. Dude, it's just an anime. Relax. Also, if the names are listed, because you can look them up, if the names are listed, then, hey, look up the ages.
Breasts. First of all, really weird way to say that. She looks like a child.
Yeah, damn it. I was clocked again.
Show me her titties.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
I love how, like, when anime women have huge boobs, it's disgusting, Coomer porn brain or whatever. But if the anime woman has small boobs, she is a child and you're a chimo. Can't fucking win. Also, if she
Yeah. But here's it's dangerous though, right? Because sometimes the girl that has the big boobs is like listed as 16. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the girl's like who's like 35 is like the girl who's like half the size of everybody else in the cast and is tiny with no chest. Like, who wrote this? What are you doing? I got bit by something on my knuckles.
she had big boobs, they'd absolutely be like, wow, look at this sexualization of the disabled.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that if you've been sitting down for a while, your ass just is big. You know? Hey, look at that.
Also, you know, like, adult women can be flat-chested, right?
No, they're not allowed. There can't be any women with any insecurities out here about their boobs.
Like, that actually exists in real life. Like, adult human women can have small boobs. We love all titties here on the Shoe0nHead channel. All titties is good titties. End of story. Women fantasy. A boyfriend with depth and the loving, soft, deeply caring side of them. Men's fantasy. 12-year-old anime girl who looks and speaks like a toddler.
I mean, no. I know some people who talk like that, though. What is this? What's going on here? Okay.
Also notice how she's literally the shape and size of a child. Yuck. Have you people ever seen a child? No. You're all childless.
Nobody over there got people.
Silly me. She's
Silly
not
you.
even that short. She's just sitting. See, like when they're laying side by side, she's like a full-grown adult woman. Why do these people look at this and immediately think of child rape?
Cause they're projecting a little bit. They're thinking they want it so they can't have something happy ever. So they want to project their own insecurity onto something else. I can get that's probably what it, dude. They know if for them nothing can be happy if it's between two loving people because they see some ill intention in there.
Go to therapy.
Yes, please.
And listen, I know with anime it can get a little weird, right? Like, excuse me, Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan is 2,000 years old, and this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan.
Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan, is that a real thing? Hold on. Hold your horses. We're just getting started. I don't see anything. Oh no. Okay, I don't think it's real. I think she made that up. Okay. I think she made that up. I really wanted to hope. I really wanted it so bad. Okay, I think she made that up. I need sources for that one.
But this does not even look like a child. This looks like a cute woman. This is like a random rant, but I feel like there are no more cute women nowadays. You know what I mean? You have all like the Insta baddies, the e-thoughts, the e-girls, the muscle mommies.
By the way, the Insta thoughts almost always underage. It's quite the controversy.
The boss babes, the boy babes. But I feel like every woman is just hot now. Which, by the way, I don't think is healthy for the male psyche whatsoever. You shouldn't wake up and be able to scroll through pictures of, like, the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life, like, 20 times before you've had, like, your morning cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I get what you're saying.
You shouldn't log in and immediately be one-shotted by 10/10s all day, as if that wouldn't make you go insane, as if that wouldn't make you crash out. Like back in the day, you'd probably see like one fine dame on your bus ride to work, and you'd think about her for 40 years until the day you die. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Now every woman is like a crazy, hot, unobtainable Instagram goddess with the fattest of ass. Zoomers don't know how good we had it. You'd go to Blockbuster and the 21-year-old cashier behind the counter would be the most adorable woman you've ever seen. No Botox, no lip filler, just a pure soul, full of joy and whimsy.
Dude, I love women like that. People who like just are themselves. Like it's actually way more attractive than trying to be somebody else.
Now women are full of hate and SSRIs, but they're hot. They're hotter than they've ever been. They're hotter and more depressed than they've ever been in history. Sad. What
really
were we talking about? Oh yeah, anime. I didn't take my Vyvanse today, could you tell?
No, actually, I could. Can you talk about a tangentially related topic for like another 6 minutes, please? I enjoyed that.
Men's fantasy. A big titty woman with the face of a 16-year-old that is useful for cooking, cleaning, and sex. Women's fantasy. Gets treated like a queen and a man who keeps tracks of our periods so he can take care of us.
Ew. Okay. I can't say ew. And don't judge me for what I'm about to say. I accidentally had kept track of Villy's cycle. Purely accidentally. Before I realized that there was a trend in the thing she was telling me, it was a pure accident. Because I was like, I would be taking videos. Okay, totally side tangent. I would be editing videos, right? And I would download videos like a month out or 2 months out. Like just going through, listening to them, seeing if there's like any type where I can make a little clip, and I'll be listening, and then she would say, "Oh, I'm hurting," in one of the streams, and I'm like, that's weird. What is this one from? Okay, it's from that week. Okay, cool. And then eventually I'm like, it happens on the same time every single time. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. And then I get told flat out one day, it's like, oh yeah, the painters are coming in. And I'm like, oh, that confirms the thing I've been tracking for the last 3 months. It's like, what? I'm like, well, now you know. I accidentally was like, because I edit this shit. I hear you what you're talking about under your breath, and sometimes you just say it out loud. Oops. I don't know if that was creepy or not, but yeah, you know what? If you don't know somebody really well, don't do that shit. I can 1000% see how that could be ew. Don't do that unless you know them very well. I'm lucky that I know Villy very well, but like just on a random time, like if you're like just watching a lady streamer and then you just like off the rip be like, well, according to what I think is going on, you must be PMSing right now. Yeah, chill with that shit. You're gonna get banned so hard.
I think I speak for a lot of women here when I say our fantasies do not, in fact, include men tracking our periods. Personally, if my husband was like, honey, just a reminder, you're in your luteal phase, I'm taking
luteal phase.
Taking the kids.
I'm taking the kids. Hey now. Listen, I'm a numbers person. I love math. You give me a schedule, I'm going to keep it. So when something is on a scheduled time at a specific time, then forgive me for tracking and making a statistic. I'm sorry. I'm a person of habit.
Pretend they want this, and then they beat their wife when dinner isn't ready, or their son when he's misbehaving.
Did they beat?
First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you, but there are in fact good men.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that happens to you, but it's not everybody. You just got paired up with an asshole. You toss the dice and you got an asshole. What you do after you find out it's an asshole is up to you. And mostly, leave if you can. Please, leave. Leave. Don't stay in a shitty situation. It's not healthy for anybody.
I've seen them. Some may be in this very audience. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. This is the Shoe0nHead audience. You're all gremlins. Male fantasy equals...
Possibly. I don't know. Do gremlins tend to troll people? Because I do that from time to time. I make fun of Billy's accent so much. I make Billy repeat sentences that I know that they aren't going to be able to repeat. Oh man, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I know I'm mean for doing it, but it's so much fun to hear her attempt a sentence that I know she's going to struggle with. Oh, I'm such an asshole for that. Hey, but on the same footing, we make fun of each other all the time, and she rips me to shreds. So I think it's a little bit of a push and pull there.
A woman that can't run away from him. A woman that's dependent on him. Interesting. When men are involved, it's basic survival instinct to assume the worst. Men are guilty until they prove themselves innocent. You know what? I take my opinions back on free speech. I changed my mind. No more free speech. No more free speech until you bitches learn to behave. A woman's fantasy is a man who won't rape her, and a man's fantasy is raping a woman.
No, actually not. Actually, no. If you're into that, say something, but no.
I'm sorry, where is the rape, ma'am? Maybe that's how you see it, because you're brainwashed to hate men. So true. I hate how... But in reality, women are the real demons here.
Excuse me?
Oh, god damn it. We just want a happy relationship. Is it so much to ask for?
No,
Yes.
actually.
Yes, it is. Oh look, more misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men. This is why 70% of anime is garbage.
Wait, but isn't like most romance animes written by ladies? Because that's what they write.
So, here's the thing. That, misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men was actually written by
That's what I thought.
Tanabe, a woman.
Taiko Tanabe, really? She's busy, bro. She writes a lot of this shit.
A woman wrote this story. And I feel like a very important detail everyone is sleeping on when they covered this was the fact that this is very much the female fantasy as well. A man loving you for who you are despite your flaws, literally sweeping you off your feet and carrying you around on adventures, helping you live out your dreams, face your fears, and supporting you through the good and bad times. You're going to sit here and tell me that's not the female fantasy too? Is this not the basic female fantasy?
You know what it is I'm almost positive that nobody did their homework. They just look at a small clip within the space and they think immediately the worst without watching the subject matter at hand. That's gotta be it, because otherwise you don't know what you're talking about.
Fantasy? Is this not the knight in shining armor coming to rescue you?
They probably didn't watch it. That's the thing. They probably didn't watch it. And they're getting inflamed for no reason. That's what it is.
And falling in love with you? Why on earth are so many women so mad at this? Are men now the hopeless romantics? Are men now the ones yearning for a fairy tale romance? Is this why all the Disney remakes are like, she's not gonna be saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman? Meanwhile, men still want to be the prince, men still want to be the knight in shining armor. Men are like, I will save you from your monotonous 9-to-5 job. I will give you a house and babies. And women are like, no, I must be an actuarial consultant. Be gone, vile misogynist.
Oh, man.
Is that what is occurring here? Also, that aside, there literally is a gender-swapped version of this story called Perfect World. It is a manga. Manga? Mango?
Manga.
I don't know. Do not come for me, weebs. Men will statistically leave their wives and partners the
False, actually.
moment they find out they're disabled or have a life
Okay, never mind.
condition.
Never
You're
mind.
right. It is a fantasy.
It's That's a harder subject because that's both men and women do that shit though. It's been very proven that when a guy contracts like cancer or ends up in a wheelchair, women divorces them. Same thing so it's like it's equal parts shitty. So the part that is the fantasy is the part that someone stays with somebody through that thick of a thick. But you know.
Actually, that study was debunked by the authors themselves, who admitted they did the math wrong. It's actually not much higher, but then again, even if it was, and it happens, I've seen it happen to people. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Marriage
it's horrible.
should be through sickness and
Yes.
through health. But that's not really the point.
Because the support that you want then just fucking leaves you. That's such a bullshit thing to do.
Point here. And the fact that so many people are focusing on the wheelchair part of this just proves that they just don't get it. The ones that
They don't get it because they didn't watch it. That's probably what it is. They didn't do the homework like Shoe did. Did she want to go watch it? I'm probably going to watch this weekend.
pure mind and pure soul get it. But these fucking semen demons out here,
Semen demons. That's a new one.
they don't get it. But not all semen demons. The amount of people in comments who just don't get that
Scoo-chan.
loving
Scoo0nHead. I have never seen this VTuber before. Scoo0nHead.
girlfriend is beyond me. They call them creeps for wanting actual love and not a girl boss who only wants your money.
Oh, I bet she got crazy. No, I bet she got the most loving amounts of just the most level-headed responses. You know, it's gonna be the most level-headed, the best responses, and nothing to say that it's gonna be calling them derogatory terms or trying to prove their own opinion wrong. No, none of that. It's gonna be super level-headed. It's gonna be super level-headed and nothing of the sort that's out of pocket.
Ah, thank you. A sane person. Hopefully the replies aren't full of people calling her a pick-me. Pick-me alert.
I didn't think about this. Hey, you know what? The level-headed thing what came to light, though, I guess.
Least obvious pick-me. Me, pick me, please. Hope he picks you, sis. Pick me, pick me, pick me. An incel could have written this. Fuck.
Yeah. I didn't expect the pick me part. I could have lost that one. That's a bit. I went on the adjacent hill.
Why are so many VTubers either pick-me's or racist? You mean why do so many female VTubers disagree with you? Why so many aren't towing the mainstream liberal feminist NPC line? Because they can. See, the most powerful weapon women have against other women is social ostracization. You don't want to be seen as a pick-me or a racist, so you keep your mouth shut in order to survive in female social circles. But in the cases of VTubers, virtual YouTubers, they're basically anonymous. They can say anything they want. They're basically wearing a mask. They're free from the chains of the eternal HR Longhouse. But apparently, even being anonymous online does not save them, because they still get doxxed for simply not
Doxed. That I support, man. Yeah. Women are vicious to each other. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Y'all hate each other more than your hate towards like people who respect the opposite sex. I don't get it.
not hating men. Lovely. Maybe I should save this rant for a different video someday. Moving on. Men are why we can't have nice things, by the way. First of all, men make all the things. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, hey, that sign 1000% when I first saw it, I for real thought it said number one dick me. I was about to be like, hey, that sign is crazy, yo. Oh, but no, it's the tiny little stick right at the beginning of that P. It makes sense. Is that the joke? Is that the joke that it's supposed to be like dick me? You're married.
Thank you. Also, I just realized.
Oh, that fucking got in her eye. Did you see it? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I think right here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right there. Oh, she fucking. Oh, man. This is why you don't fuck with glitter. Not this way. She fucking. Ah. I can only imagine that fucking hurt, bro. Ah. Yeah, she's fucking. Ow.
Also, I just realized it was a man saying that. It was a whole ass man saying men are why we can't have nice things. I don't deserve this trophy. This is for you, sir. This is for you. I'm not worthy. Listen, I make women jokes. I'm very critical of feminism and propaganda aimed at women. But you will never catch me in a million years saying some shit like women are why we can't have nice things. I have a mom. I have female family members. I have female friends. Maybe one day I'll have a daughter. Women make the world a beautiful place and, like men, can be flawed and deserve criticism like anyone else. But there's something genuinely so cucked about people who put down their own gender or race. Oh god, race. Self-hating white people. Don't get me started on self-hating white people. White people are so evil. I hate being white. White people can't dance. White people food is so gross. You're not getting into Wakanda, bro.
You're not getting into Wakanda. Damn.
You're not getting invited to the cookout. Enough. But yeah, women were not the only ones who had a problem with this. There were a lot of men who didn't quite relate to this being the average male fantasy. It's fine to love the disabled. I didn't need to remind you that. But to glorify it, this anime is certainly Marxist propaganda.
Marxist propaganda? Do you know the definition of Marxist?
The movie is about him taking a job as her caretaker, and when he learns of her dreams, he makes it his mission to help her dreams come true. So it is Marxist propaganda to help a disabled person pursue their dreams?
I don't think supposed to know what Marxist means. They just grabbed something for attention. They just grabbed a term and they pulled it out of thin air and they put it into what they thought they... I don't think they know what Marxist means.
Yeah, it's woven in. Empathy is the target of propaganda. Marxist...
Okay, hold on. Let me... Look. I'm sure I remember this, but let me... Hold on. Okay, a social, economic, and political philosophy that analyzes the impact of the ruling class on laborers, leading to uneven distribution of wealth, privileges, and society, and privileges in society. It stimulates the workers to protest the injustice. I don't see anything to do with money. With a clip about two people being cute with each other. What the fuck are you talking about? Marxism literally is not the same thing. Marxist propaganda would be something like akin to like showing them, like, I guess if this is to be believed, is showing the impact that two different perspectives would be showing someone who is really rich and someone who is really poor. And the poor person gets the rich person to give them all the stuff because they're rich and they don't deserve it. And while they have to deal with the poor person's, perspective, that would be like the most entry level Marxist thing, is for you to examine shit like that. Marx has nothing to what. When in the world how did you come up with that one, Chief? Come on.
Is when girl in wheelchair. I love this. Empathy is the target of propaganda. Every piece of media that makes you feel empathy.
But Marxism doesn't mean that, though. That's why I was like, Marxism is like communism. There is nothing, like, I don't see communism unless, you know what it is? It's because both of them are equal and it's distribution of love. Shut the fuck up.
Empathy is communism. Political brain rot. If you're at the point where you see this and you're thinking of communism, you need to log off.
Go to fucking therapy.
You are unwell. I'm sorry, but when I reproduce, I don't want a high probability of my offspring being mentally or physically retarded. We need a better class of incels whose bar is higher than the retarded. She's not retarded, she has a spinal injury that's not genetic. Also, what is this
If it is genetic, that means you're fucking up your kid at birth.
LARP. I love how everyone is just kind of having like a normal conversation about this clip, and this guy just comes out of nowhere like, I would never put my pure white seed in such a vile creature. Like, you absolutely know this guy has a non-white girlfriend. They all do. All these like I hate white people women always have white boyfriends. All these I hate non-white people boys always have non-white girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it too many times. I guarantee you when this man logs off of his Black Sun Roman statue Twitter account, he's clapping Latina booty cheeks. My fantasy is not being a simp, but okay. Fellas, is it simping to love a woman? Nah, this is not the male fantasy. That man is a beta male. If she wasn't in a wheelchair, she would
Beta
leave
male.
for Chad. Fellas, is it beta to love a woman? This is not my fantasy. This is some gay shit, to be honest. Fellas, is it
gay to love a woman?
No, pussy does to a motherfucker. Brother, I've seen what pussy does to a motherfucker, and it's far worse. The average male fantasy is taking care of their crippled wife. I don't think I've ever had that fantasy before. I thought it was gonna be about going on some quest to kill the dragon to win the princess or something. It is. That is the average male fantasy. But there are no dragons to slay. There are no princesses to save. But there is that little old lady in the grocery store who can't quite reach that top shelf.
Yep.
There's that heavy box the pretty girl you work with can't quite lift herself.
Yep.
There's that jar of tomato sauce your wife can't quite open.
Yep.
There's that Lego set your little son can't
Wife,
quite
what's
put
that?
together himself. Or there is this paraplegic girl who wants to see the ocean. This is the princess and the dragon story. And despite what many are told, men do have a lot of love to give. And they want some kind of excuse or mechanism to show that love. In a world where men expressing themselves is either seen as toxic or gay. And one way of expressing that
Bro, if you see it as gay, you can go ahead and just fucking That's a sentence I can't say online. You can go ahead and thin out the population a little bit.
love is solving problems.
Also, realistically, my fantasy for something like this is just to cuddle on a couch, to be completely honest with you.
Men fucking love solving problems. I don't know what it is. They also love reading Wikipedia articles. The amount of times I walked over and my husband is reading a random fucking Wikipedia article about like the world's tallest buildings or like a random battle in World War II.
Oh my God.
This was autism or what, but apparently it's a man thing. Anyway, yes, men love solving problems. And in a world that makes them feel useless, makes them feel like they have no purpose, men desperately feel like they need to prove their worth. They are desperately looking for a purpose in life. So it is not at all shocking to me that the modern young man is seeing a clip like this and longing for this. A lot of modern men don't have a chance to prove themselves.
Wait, but okay, never mind. This is totally besides the point. If she has a spinal injury, how can she be carried? Usually, they don't let you do that. Got bit by a mosquito. Fuck.
To make something of their lives. They don't have a chance to provide anything for anyone because they don't have anything to provide and they don't have anyone. They are doing everything their grandfathers did, but seeing none of the results. They're lost. What can they provide? And as I said earlier, her being in a wheelchair is the protector and provider instinct taken to a extreme. And yes, it is a fantasy, considering if you ask anyone who's actually in a wheelchair, they know it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and they know that it's hard on relationships. It can be difficult on their partner. But just like in the movie, it's not shown as butterflies and rainbows. Josie feels like a burden. But towards the end of the movie, the guy takes on that burden. Not because he gets something in return, but because it's his duty. Because it makes her happy, which makes him happy in return. Loyalty, duty, virtue, acts of service, big or small. Men live for that shit. And yes, these are stereotypes. Not everyone fits into these boxes, blah, 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 blah.
Not everybody will.
For the most part, it's true. When many men look at this relationship, that is what they see. And a lot of modern women are looking at this relationship and being disgusted because, in a way, it's the complete inverse of the strong, independent woman they've been told they need to be. The modern woman crafted by modern Disney for modern audiences. Unlike the Hollywood...
Okay, side quest. Modern Disney can go shove its fucking dick in a blender currently. Okay? Modern Disney has made a little too many tweaks to its like trying to fit in algo, and nobody likes it. We understand what the execs think is going to be happening, but if you're making story, like for example, I was told that the Lilo and Stitch movie is missing major plot points that made it like made it the Lilo and Stitch movie, and because it's supposed to be like a fun romp around that happens to contain a pretty good family message. That still continues to be what Disney tries to do. A silly romp around that has a good family message. That formula always works. But why do they make, like, they're currently doing like this girl bossing era that is killing their sales. Not because girl bossing isn't a good thing, but because when they push it, it's fucking stupid. DreamWorks is gonna knock it out of the park. Okay, DreamWorks is currently I rolled out How to Train Your Dragon, and somebody told me that it's fucking fantastic, and all they did was a 1-to-1 recreation. And I was like, oh, really? Is that what they did? I'm gonna go watch that film. Why? Because a 1-to-1 recreation is better than we were expecting that from The Lion King. We didn't get that. We were expecting that from the Mulan movie. We didn't get that. So to get that from from How to Train Your Dragon, yeah, I can dig it.
Woodcrafted modern woman. This woman does need her man. She is not strong and she's not independent, at least physically. This doesn't mean she's like an empty vessel with no thoughts or freedom. No, in fact, in the movie, Josie does roll away from him a few times. It is a fantasy not because of a power imbalance, but because the man has a tangible purpose, and the woman is willingly and lovingly letting him fulfill that purpose.
Is it now?
I can depend on you. I know that if I ever feel frightened, I can just reach out to you.
Men simply want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. This manifests in a lot of ways, but the most common is having a loving partner and or a family. Something unobtainable to many people nowadays. So yes, literally one of the most normal things ever is becoming a fantasy. Sad. Also, men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning, and you're not going to be able to get it out of your head. And
okay, Shoe, shut the fuck up. God damn, calling me out like that? Bullshit. Bullshit. Ah. Fuck you, Shoe. Sure, I just fucking laser focused that one, didn't you?
that is the male biological clock. Everything you do, the money you make working that grating 9-to-5 job, it will all be for something bigger and more important than yourself one day. You will come home to a warm and happy home, greeted by people who care about you, and love you, and rely on you, and everything will make sense then. Until then, you'll just be on the internet, being called a misogynist, for wanting something bigger and more important than yourself, for wanting something beautiful and normal. And that is the average male fantasy.
Jesus Christ.
And 3 hot chicks at once. Hell yeah, brother! Haha, you know what I'm saying? So that was that little video. Men in the comments, let me know. Am I correct? Is that the average male fantasy? Or is it not that deep? Men and women in the comments, what?
For the women, say it's not that deep. Just chill, relax. For the men, probably. I don't know. Being in a good relationship would be nice. It would be nice.
What is your fantasy? And no, I don't mean that. I don't want to hear about how you want to be crushed by a 12-foot futa. That is between you and God.
Excuse me?
Not you and Shoe0nHead. I mean, what is your ultimate dream? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a nice big family one day? Do you want to own a farm? Do you want to live in a shed in the woods and make pipe bombs? Let me know in the comments.
That last one's crazy, but you know. How'd you clock half of my friends?
And I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!
Alright. Hey, look at that. Shoe0nHead, people. I'm subscribed. what's crazier is that under the logic. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think about it that way. There's this comment saying that that people's logic is basically amounting to that the girl in the wheelchair is not gonna ever be a eligible partner. That is crazy. Yeah, that's that. I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, all those comments kind of amount to that. That like, if you think that's an eligible partner, something's wrong with you. You know? I mean, hell, someone was, whoever's, maybe I'm weird, but yeah.